Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for Algeria versus Togo. Let's get into this with the first goal of the match. Alright, this starts from a simple move from the player here. He was here, he identifies there's a lot of space in this particular region, and then he walks into that space so that he's able to receive the ball. Here we'll play it out. See, he walks into that space, no one is marking him, he puts in a cross. Now here, I don't know what happens. It is a good goal, but I don't know if it gets a deflection or the striker or the attacker in this case just hits it. Yeah, maybe the keeper could have been a bit, I don't know. Maybe the keeper could have been a bit nearer to his goal. He shouldn't have come out as much, but that's a good goal. Yeah, it's the attacker that puts it in, no deflection. That's a very good goal. Let's head on to the second goal of the match. Alright, so this comes from a transition where the opponents lose possession. Alright, he takes the ball into his stride, he strikes it, goal. Now here what I would like to identify is the fact that they're not properly set up such that he is the furthest behind. I think it's supposed to be a back four. Yeah, there are a few ahead, there are a few behind. Because maybe if these guys were a bit forward, maybe it would have been called as offside. I'm not too sure. But he is all alone, unmarked. No one even decides to put pressure on him. I do feel if he had gone, he would have been the one to cover him so that he could at least put pressure on the ball. Alright, let me remove that. Let's let it play a bit more. You see here? He takes the ball, and look at that, no one is even trying to put pressure on him. I think he would be the best person to put pressure on him in this instance, because he can run forward. Even him, either one of these two could have put pressure on the ball. Either one of them could have put pressure on the ball, because there's this guy here who could have at least covered for either of them in case they went forward. Unfortunately, none of them do so, and I hate this thing whereby someone sets up for a shot, no one goes to mark him, and they have a free shot on goal. But this here, and the guy in the corner of the frame, left corner, he is here, right? He is jogging. He's the first person to identify the danger. He starts sprinting, but there's nothing much he can do. But this was just way too much space. But at the end of the day, that is a lovely strike. Let's give full credit to the attacker. That is an amazing goal, and I'm sure the fans were hyped about that one. Alright, let's head on to the next goal of the match, which comes from a penalty. The ball is played into space, and he takes out the keeper takes out the player. But in this instance, I don't think the keeper should have gone out. The keeper should have just stayed on his line, because the attacker was going this way, and he did have a man following him to make sure that he doesn't try anything funny. Yeah, because there's no reason for the keeper to come out, and he doesn't even get the ball. The defender could have at least handled that, but the keeper shouldn't have done that, and that's clearly a penalty. That's clearly a penalty. But good move from the Algerian player, because I'm pretty sure the keeper was carded, and that's a great penalty. That is a lovely penalty. I think that's Said Ben Rama. Yeah, should be Said Ben Rama. Let's head on to the next goal of the game. Alright, so this comes from a through ball. Cross. Now, this goal comes from a very bad clearance. He strikes it into the... and another bad... so two bad clearances lead to this goal. This ball just gets swiped out, and as they're fighting for the ball, he heads it behind him, not knowing that there's an Algerian player who is unmarked. Their player is near him, yes, but no one that's close enough to put in a challenge. He has all this space. And then once again, another shot from outside the box that leads to a goal. So this is where you have to be very careful with your clearances. This is why it's better to take it out for a corner, or just hit it as hard as you can to the left or to the right, so that it goes for a throw-in, and then your team has a chance to reset. But that was a great goal. But yeah, 2 bad clearances leads to this goal. Funny how football can be, huh? Next goal of the match. Here, a ball is played. I like that they're in a straight line, but I have a feeling that this will change very, very quickly, very, very easily. Alright, he gets the ball, and then he fights for it. I do feel the Togo player could have done a better job at protecting the ball, but he does not. And in light of this, as you have noticed, he is unmarked and onside. He is unmarked and onside. From the 4 players that were in a perfect line to now only 2 remaining. Funny how football can be, huh? Yes, the Algerian gets the ball, and then look at that. All of them focus on the ball. No one is noticing there are 2 unmarked players, or at least trying to put a challenge on this player, so that he puts... No one is at least even trying to put a challenge to set him off. They have given him enough space. He is unmarked. He is also unmarked. The fact that he's even able to start running, so much. Okay, it's one of those whereby maybe if they were more organized, could have been prevented. So the ball gets played in. He doesn't score, but he gets it on the rebound. And the funny thing is that almost everyone gives up, all the Togo players, because none of them continue running at full speed because they assume it's going to be a goal. Maybe if he in particular continued running into his direction, he probably could have cleared it, but nope. He puts the ball into an open net because he couldn't be bothered to track back. This is a lovely turn, but the Togo player could have done a better job at defending. Then here, there has to be at least someone. In fact, in this instance, maybe if this, I don't know if he had a card at this particular point, but he could have just gone and tackled him. Just prevent him from turning. This is why it's very important sometimes. Not necessarily to get the ball, but just to hold play, because maybe if he had gone in straight forward, prevented him from turning, just being a nuisance, maybe he could have been fouled, but this goal would not have happened. And the fact that I think he stopped running because he assumed there's going to be a foul, he left his man here. Same thing here. But this was a lovely blow. This is a lovely ball that was played. Bam. In between the 2 defenders. Yep, and he gets it on the rebound. He puts it into the back of an empty net. And let's head on to the last goal of the game. Once again. So, he is unmarked. He has all the space in the world. He is also unmarked because he is ahead of his defender. And then let's see what happens here. He plays it into his teammate, and remember the guy? He was near him, but now the attacker has gone further away from his marker. He's all alone and marked. The 2 center backs have left this particular space in between in which the pass gets played. And yes, he passes it once again. He passes it into his teammate. His teammate sees his teammate is open, and that's a lovely goal. They just played it around the Togo players. Pass, goal. Yeah, this was a very good attacking match. Lots of goals. Maybe if the Togo players are more solid defensively, but also great attacking play from Algeria in this particular match, taking advantage of the spaces and the lapses in concentration from the Togo players. Great win for Algeria. Otherwise, that's been my match analysis. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next match analysis.